More possible pipeline protests on the horizon, this time Minnesota. The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency approved a construction stormwater permit for Enbridge on Monday, the final permit needed before they can begin construction on the Line 3 replacement in northern Minnesota. The new pipeline will replace their current pipeline that stretches from Canada to Superior, Wisconsin. The pipeline has gone through rigorous permitting process in the state of Minnesota, and despite approval, will likely face a great deal of protest from environmental groups who fear it will pollute the state's waters. The new pipeline will now cross the Mississippi River in northern AITKIN County. AITKIN County Sheriff Guida says he firmly believes there will very likely be protests.
We're going to see energy. There's no way it's not. Winona LaDuke is got a lot of energy. She's not necessarily, according to her, she's not necessarily in charge of the opposition, but she's a spokesperson. She brings a lot of energy to the table. Her and I have had several conversations. She's really a fun lady to talk to. She's got a great, the energy that she brings. She's got a great energy because it's, a lot of positive. She's told me several times, you don't need to worry about me. It's the people that come that aren't invited are the ones that are going to cause problems. And we'll see. I know she was on TV last week and kind of said the same thing. She specifically mentioned Aiken County, said that Aiken County doesn't deserve this. And my opinion is Aiken County had no control over this thing. We didn't necessarily, sign any permits other than just our local permits, which we do for everybody, and that this was an issue that should have been fought in St. Paul. And they did fight it in St. Paul. They spent a ton of energy and time and resource, and it really came back to the governor's decisions, and the governor's made those decisions, and then we get to kind of live with them.
Sheriff Guida says his department has been preparing and planning for potential protests for months now, but they also will require help from numerous agencies throughout the state.
I'm ready now. We've had a little bit of time to get ready for this. We've about 5 years that we've been telling people don't plan on vacations and don't plan on going anywhere. So in our world, I think we're ready. We have some great partners across the state of Minnesota. There's a motto that no sheriff stands alone. We saw that when everything erupted in Minneapolis. There was lots of sheriff's offices that came to Minneapolis to the aid of their partners. It's the land of 10,000 cops. So I think we'll have some good regional resources to come help us.
Sheriff Guida says he also respects the right for anyone to protest and won't stop people from doing so peacefully. But they are concerned about those who take things to the next level.
I've always had this circle theory. If you put your pin on your house on a map and you get a string and you draw a circle around that, some people's strings are really long, some people's strings are really short, but when you get outside that circle, you act different than you do when you're inside that circle. And so let's just hope the strings that these people that come are really long so they act with respect and follow the law. The demonstration part, that's great. I think everybody needs to do that. It makes them feel good knowing that I don't agree with this, and you need to know that I don't agree with this, and we can still get along. We can still agree to disagree and be different. But
Native American tribal members and environmental groups have been fighting against the project in court, saying the pipeline will violate Indigenous treaty rights and contribute to climate change. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for RJBroadcasting.com.